Our top story this lunchtime, the fighting continues in Gaza, despite flimsy calls for a ceasefire from both the Israeli side and Hamas.
There have been casualties on both sides, but the overwhelming majority of those killed are Palestinian civilians who continue to fear for their lives and are desperate for any kind of help. Connie Lee has more.
Military operations resume in the Gaza Strip. Israeli tanks and soldiers are still positioned along the Israel-Gaza border as the latest call for a temporary truce broke down. The 24-hour humanitarian ceasefire proposed by Hamas early Sunday to mark the end of the Islamic Ramadan holiday was over by Sunday afternoon, with both sides exchanging fire. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu questioned the validity of the Hamas truce and said his country was not going to let a terrorist organization decide when it's convenient to fire at our cities, at our people, and when it's not. Hamas had first rejected Israel's call to extend Saturday's truce, but changed its stance after Israel launched its offensive. Since the conflict flared up on July 8th, more than 1,000 Palestinians have been killed, mostly civilians, including many women and children. Residents consumed with anger and despair attacked the Red Cross office in Gaza, demanding more help evacuating and recovering the dead.
The protesters, they were breaking windows and setting fire inside.
A lot of fighting sometimes, so for people to be able to go to places where safer within the strip, sometimes it takes time.
It's a scene of massive destruction. Bomb craters and piles of rubble where there used to be homes and a community are seen all around the Gaza Strip as the conflict shows no sign of letting up. Connie Lee, Arirang News.
And this just in, the UN Security Council will meet in about an hour, that is at 1 p.m. Korea time, to call for an immediate ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. We'll be having more on this in our later newscast.